Hi, this is Bell 74, and this is the hot topic of the day. We're going to discuss the tragic case of Nicholas Dominici. First responders were summoned on Friday afternoon to Davino Nino Daycare on 2707 Morris Street. This is in Kingsbridge, New York, for reports of cardiac arrest. Drug production equipment was found inside the home based daycare. Carlisto Acevedo, Brito, 41, and Gray Mendez, 36, were dealt 11 charges, including murder, manslaughter, and assault. When their arraignment will take place is unclear because Mendez was taken to the hospital. Police are also looking at Mendez's husband. Otanel Falez has been sending his 1-year-old son, Nicholas, to a daycare in the Bronx for just a week before the toddler was found unalive. Officials say that Brito is a tenant who is renting a room for Mendez. Brito is also the cousin of Mendez's husband. She had no idea what was in the closet. She called the cops. Would you call the cops if you knew that there was fentanyl in your apartment? This was Mendez's attorney. Law enforcement officials described the daycare as operating inside a coveted apartment. A kilo press was discovered while police were executing a search warrant. There is an item that is commonly used by drug dealers when packaging large quantities of drugs that were also found. Officials say that the children that stayed at the daycare ate something around 1 p.m. on Friday and took a nap. When the workers went to wake them up, 3 of them were unconscious, and Nicholas was pronounced unalive. A 2-year-old boy is also in critical condition, as well as an 8-month-old girl, and another 2-year-old boy was rushed to the hospital. Investigators believe the children had been exposed to unknown opiates over an extended period of time. Now you're going to watch some news clips that give you more insight on this story. Please continue to like, subscribe. I can't talk today. Like, share, and subscribe to Southern Bell 74 as I continue to give you news that you can use. Please let me know how you feel about this story down in the comment section.
Tristeza, mucha tristeza, mucho dolor porque
It is pain Otoneal Felix does not have words for. His almost 2-year-old son, dead after a day at daycare.
vaya a salir muerto, uno le está llevando a una
He says, "We're taking him to daycare. We're not taking him to the funeral home." Little Nicholas had been going to Divino Nino on Morris Avenue only 1 week. Felix said his son seemed happy there, but police say Nicholas and 3 other children who attended yesterday were unconscious, unresponsive, and showed signs of opioid exposure, possibly fentanyl. They were all given Narcan. 2 2-year-old boys and an 8-month-old girl survived. Overnight, investigators in protective gear and masks hauling out evidence, including, police say, a device used for packaging large quantities of drugs. Mayor Eric Adams promising answers.
And we are going to find out the cause of this incident, and to the families, this is clearly an impact on us all.
The city's Department of Health says Divino Nino opened up in January and is licensed by the state. It went through 2 routine inspections as part of the process and a surprise inspection just last week. No violations were found. But now it's been a crime scene for more than 24 hours. Detectives going inside throughout the day.
The NYPD executed a search warrant at this daycare center where we discovered a kilo press. This is an item that is commonly used by drug dealers when packaging large quantities of drugs.
Tonight, the owner of the daycare and a man are in custody. Sources tell us the man rents a room in the same building.
My heart jumped because, like I said, what if it was my child?
Tonight, Felix says there is nothing that can take away their family's pain. He has no hate in his heart, but to the person or people responsible, he wants justice.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.
A 1-year-old boy is dead, 3 other children hurt after being exposed to fentanyl at a daycare. And tonight, 2 people are under arrest, and police say a third is on the run. Eyewitness News reporter Lucy Yang reports from the courthouse in the Bronx. Lucy.
Well, Sandra, there's a reason why daycare centers need to be baby-proofed. Officials believe in this horrific case, innocent infants and toddlers were tucked in with deadly drugs. Now the daycare operator and her tenant are facing a host of charges, including murder.
36-year-old Gray Mendez ran a daycare center in the Bronx. At the same time, officials say she rented a room to her husband's cousin for $200 a week. Authorities believe that intersection proved tragic, forcing babies to share their safe space with an illegal drug operation. Friday afternoon, 3 little ones at the Divino Nino daycare on the 2700 block of Morris Avenue could not wake up from their naps. Authorities believe the youngsters overdosed on fentanyl. Narcan revived an 8-month-old girl and 2-year-old boy, both now recovering. But no such mercy for 1-year-old Nicholas Dominici, who was pronounced dead at the hospital.
I love him, I miss him, I want him back. But there's nothing that will give me back my son.
A 4th child was picked up earlier in the day but fell ill to the same symptoms. He is now in stable condition. The judge decided Mendez is a flight risk and refused bail at her arraignment. Her family left without comment.
She had no idea about what was in the closet. She called the cops. Would you call the cops if you know that there's fentanyl in your apartment?
41-year-old Carlisto Acevida Brita is her husband's cousin. We're told a kilo press was found in his bedroom. It's used to process drugs. 2 more presses discovered in a closet in the daycare center, along with a kilo of fentanyl.
They was baby angels. Who want to see a baby die like that?
Police now searching for Mendez's husband.
Where is her husband? Is he on the run?
No comment.
Well, a grand jury is scheduled to be convened on Thursday. Meanwhile, we are still waiting for the second defendant, the tenant, to be arraigned here. We're live outside the Bronx Criminal Courthouse. I'm Lucy Yang for Channel 7 Eyewitness News.